So saizi DJ Brownskin yuko kwa police custody. Na inasemekana alikuwa arrested cause alikuwa summoned earlier, alafu akabaki ameignore police summons, and then on Thursday they went and grabbed his ass. So history ya DJ Brownskin, it's a very emotive issue. And the reason why it's emotive is, first of all, me and you, we are fathers of daughters.
Yeah.
Sindio? So Umsa alikuwa married to a woman by the name of Sarah Njeri. And it seems like Sarah Njeri had her own mental issues because she used to threaten him with suicide. And eventually she committed suicide.
Yeah.
So before you even talk about vile yeye mwenyewe alikuwa nafaa kuhandle a suicidal wife, let's talk about our daughters. Like, I get scared sometimes because I know like when women love, they love.
Yeah.
But siwezi taka mtoi wangu wa grow up akifikiria some man somewhere is more important than her life. Understand? Because
Yeah.
why kill yourself? You're a woman, and if you look at her, she was a beautiful woman. She could have gotten another dude. Like, why kill yourself because of this dude? Yeah, haikuscare because it scares me. I'm like, I'm raising a girl, and I hope she does not believe in this fairy tale. There's only one person for me. If I can't, no, just move on to the next dude and fuck it. If not, stay single. Like, you don't have to have anyone. There are single people here living well.
Damn, because I think where we go wrong ni, you know, dem akishafika age fulani.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, well, kwa zile families where there's a mother and a father.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about, you know, single parents because they have their issues to deal with. It's already hard enough. But for families ka sisi, where you're present and the girl and your wife is present.
Yeah.
Unapataga madem wakianza, you know, when they start receiving their periods, you shift the responsibility to the mother.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Unaona? Anything concerns sijui nini, kitu ikimwendea wrong, ongea na mamako. Ama wewe sasa you're going to find out what is troubling her.
Yeah.
You know, mukiwa na hizo pillow talks.
Yeah.
Na your wife. So basically hata zile vitu the girl is going through, you're not aware. And maybe ni vitu, if you talk na, you know, if you had that talk na yeye at that time, because you know your adolescence ina kick in hormones na nini. If fathers now started, you know, like having these conversations about relationships,
with their daughters,
yes, about love, about who men are, without actually not demonizing men, because pia unapata fathers wakiongea na daughters wao namwambia about curfew, sijui nini, you're trying to put her in a cell. And you know what happens when you cage an animal. By this animal is these are instincts zenye zina kick in.
Yeah.
Yes, because nikona kabuda kabeshte kangu kwa Germany.
Yeah.
He's over 50.
Yeah.
So akikuja you nitafuta tu tunabonga.
Yeah.
Na time alikuja na the daughter.
Yeah.
Tulikuwa nikienda kumchukua kwa hoteli. Aliniambia let's go upstairs.
Yeah.
And smoke a bit, because anytime tukienda dinner used to roll weed. Yani kamzee kanapenda weed.
Yeah.
Your time tuko rooftop. The first time alikuja Nairobi, he was alone. The next time akakuja na the family, his 2 kids. Boy, he was around 20, and his girl had just turned, I don't know, 18. So tuko huko juu, na unajua nani anarolio weed? Ni daughter yake.
Oh. Yeah.
Ameisunda kwa nini? Kwa kabag. And they're like, okay. Afterwards ndio nilimuuliza like, hii relationship yako
na daughter,
kwani iko aje? Akaniambia we are very close.
Yeah.
Even when you know, she broke her virginity, she came and told me.
Yeah.
Like, and how did you react? It was fine.
because
Yeah.
it depends with the age.
Yeah. And she was 15.
At that time,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm killing her name. Shit, like no, like nataka tukue close, but I'd want her to hang on to that for as long as possible. Most probably unajua kanza fika 21 zanifurahisha kabisa, but at least 19 huko kuendelea juu, that's something. But yes, it's good to be that close to your kids.
I'm not saying that you was when they experiment drugs
yeah
na their daughters.
Yeah.
I was just saying, you know, to her she was an adult, the dad does it, but you know, they look at the bigger picture. Say who knows, you know, mtoyeta enda, you know, anakunywa already, because sasa now that I have a daughter, nilikuwa naangalia like 14 years from now should be 15. Will I be able to, you know, let my ego down and start initiating this type of talks?
Because me kona 5 years 5 years, then she becomes a teenager, and it's scary because first of all the kids we are raising right now wako very emotionally, I'd say, mature. Like they're in touch with their emotions more than sisi, because we allow them to express themselves. So I know akifika hapo adole kutakuwa na issue, because now since even as a kid nimempatia gele space ya once in a while you can throw a tantrum I can try and imagine what's going to happen when it's time for adolescence. But the difference between sasa mimi na the previous generation ni I know this, like she's not being rude, I know she's just being emotional because of whatever's happening na yeye. So but sasa wacha to go back to ikimse. First of all, when I hear a man is called Brownskin, because Ian, wacha nipatie example. Nikamtu kwa kule buda jo tulishia kwa hiyo club jo kulikuwa na ma Brownskin. Who do you think about, dudes ama girls?
Girls.
Yeah, like that's a red flag. Like you call yourself brown skin, you see, you're an African man. There's a certain level of being an African man that should just come with, like, my skin tone means nothing. I'm just that. Unacheki hata uwezi sikia anaitwa nani Drake akijita light skin. It's just one of those things. So kuna hiyo element ya I don't like your name, you see, like but then kuna another element of being a decent human being. Wachata tuseme umseta hajakuwa charged with anything, just being a decent human being. If someone threatened to kill themselves in front of you, someone you have zero relationships with, would you let them kill themselves? So now ask yourself, if your wife amekuthreaten na kujiua mbele yako, as a decent human being, would you let her kill herself?
Nope.
Now the third question is, mother wa watoi wako, even if you hate the mother of your kids, unaweza achaji dedisha mbele yako? Because we mwenyewe unajuaga vile watoi waga attached to their mothers, because kuna that like motherly instinct. If kids wanakuwaga affected na kuraiziwa na someone else who's not their dad, try and imagine how affected they'll be wakiraizwa na mtu si mother hao. Because hapa ndio inakamigei ujinga naonaga say online watu wako like he committed no crime. He committed a crime against his kids. Hawezi deny watoi wako nini like mother hao. Alafu
and you had the power to stop it.
You had the power to stop it. Lazima ujue udem. Kama ushaimpendaga one day in your life, try kunini life yake. Machiki. Because dem mwenyewe she had her own mental issues, because it makes no sense to me nikimwangalia si ati nikakiatu fulani. So alikuwa na mental issues zake, but wewe kama buddha ya watoi wake uko nafaa kumstop juu ya watoi. Afadhali hata umrusha madhara siku kadhaa, lakini juu ya watoi. Lakini sasa uko hapo una record, kuna mboch kwa hao watoi wenyewe wako ndani yao hao, alafu unakuja una post kwa ukipost kwa Instagram ati niko nakupenda, ilikuwa tu ni mimi na wewe tu. Alafu sasa DCI wanakama wana notice hii siku after urekodi ujinga ulirushia dem mwingine ulikuwa nakatia majuu. Dem wa majuu ni dem bright, kuzo dem bali notice ka hii fala inaweza duia mother watu yake hivi, itanduia the same. Wacha niambie DCI ichukue ni ufala. So
the most fucked up thing I saw about that video, you guys, I almost broke down.
Mm.
Anatuma, you've watched the whole of it?
Yeah, I think niliwatch part of it. Watu wipi alikuwa ma?
Sends the kid.
Mm.
Letea mama yako maziwa.
Alafu
kitu mbaya.
Wendo kuna niambia maziwa ndio wagawasi. Nani aliniambia hivyo? Like ukikunywa poison, hafai kukunywa maziwa. Nafaa kunywa maji. Ulisikia kitu hiyo?
No, I don't know.
Hey, you're supposed to take water apparently. So I think that's another discussion that I have na a doctor.
This is a kid who was still in his, you know, in his uniform.
Yeah.
So alikuwa ametoka chuo. Sees the mother lying on the floor. Ni mtu kama ni mtu yashaanza ku get education. Know how kids saa hii wana grasp vitu haraka. The last images umtoi akonazo na madhake ni akimletea maziwa. Cause you know,
and the internet never forgets, because the fact una record na hiyo record iko online, that's going to stay forever.
Yeah.
So watu hii hata wande wakiwa old watanotice huu ni buda yetu aliacha madha akajidedisha kuzakuwa anapenda madha. Na hapa ndio nilikuwa nasema no, kama juzi tukibonga juu ya like muhavigi hii argument na wasi when it comes to real men. Cause me, a real man is not motivated by love. Nacheki?
Yeah.
To me, love is a feminine, it's more of a feminine thing than a masculine thing. Inamaanisha hata let's say semaga God forbid tuseme nimefall out of love in quotes watu siwezi taka mtu ya madha mtu yangu ajidedisha. Like why? Achiki kuna ile like first of all as a decent human being and second just being a man kuna kuaga ile najua ka chali na kuaga more in control of my emotions.
Yeah.
Alafu hata ukisikiza the most misogynistic man utasikia kikwambia ile design ya madem kuna vile waga wako hivi na hivi na hivi. So kama unajua kwa hivyo protect dem yako from herself. Acheki?
Yeah.
Like take control as msee ukue hivi. Alafu sasa tunapata ulikuwa unatumia ude mwingine video inamaanisha you literally wanted this woman to die.
Yeah.
So kuna wasawaneza argue mi ni familia yake nita argue what if umsende aliswitch poison, maybe udema ako anajua na kunywa poison lakini wende uliswitch that's the reason why unachekiani you open up a whole whatever possibilities. Alafu nini li happen tu lazima wajidedisha ndio nikukatia we kwenda huko. We kuna dema nizafanya dedisha na tijulu wasaja ipata senye like wachiki vile watu wakuwa weak. Alafu kiambia dude you're weak ziko lazia kuna mistake huo msee alimake. Kwa unafikiria kuna mistake huo msee alimake inamaanisha you are weak. Cause
you're not just weak, you're just sick.
Yeah. But you're more weak than sick. Cause tatakaje madha mtoyo wako ajidedisha wanajadi na watu hijo. Kuna a certain level of patience that only a mother has. Mi kuna time sitakai kudila mtoyo wangu and I love my kid kabisa. But kuna ile time inafikaga tu niko like hey, you just like adil na madhake. Acheki? And it's just that masculine shit. Cause sisi vile tulikuwa I think designed tuko tunafaa kudrop seed na kujipea shughuli. Unaenda huko mbele unatafuta dem mwingine. But of course unajua tuka evolve na tukafika ile level 2 kwa where a family structure iko you become a husband.
Actually the kids don't need you.
Yeah. They need their mother more than they.
Yeah. If they needed us, you know, tungekuwa na breasts.
Yeah.
But the fact that we stick around we train, unajua love ya mtoi na mother, hiyo connection ya inakuanga.
Yeah, inakuanga ingine
from conception.
Yeah.
So she's getting also things from the mother ndio up to time atazaliwa. Kuzaliwa tu hivi hata before aongea manini she knows where lazima anyonye. And this is the person mwenye atanipatia that whatever I need. So with that they start communicating. They're already in sync. Sisi we train ourselves.
Yeah.
We train ourselves.
Yeah, kuona hiyo.
Yes, hapo you are just a father. But to become a dad you're training yourself.
Yeah.
How to love this person mwenye hamjuani.
Yeah.
So through time, through sacrifice,
this person
provision. Na provision inataka sasa where you go out
Yeah.
and come back ama just whatever, if you're working from the house you know you're committed to these people.
Yeah.
Unaona. So it's different.
Alafu pia tukibonga juu ya relationships man, a relationship should never be life and death. And I feel like ile time wase watu wako in love in quotes ndio mnafaa kuambiana na wife wako unajua like nishaichekigi nani anaitwa Abel mtu alisemaga hii kitu na pia mimi nishaiambiaga wife in private. Abel alisemaga kuna ile nilicheki post alikuwa ameambia wife wake ukitaka kuniacha unaweza niacha acheki na pia mimi wife waga nimempatia hiyo liberty ukitaka kuniacha unaweza niacha. It's not a life or death situation.
Exactly.
Cause kama unataka wife wako ajidedishe ndio ende ule day mwingine inamaanisha utaki mtu mwingine akichukue wife wako. Otherwise ungemwambia tu like niaje.
Yeah.
Alafu ende ubonge na familia yake useme jo udem waganikaa mechizi so traini kubonga na yeye cause mimi nafikia atajidedisha na mimi sitaki noma. So traini kubonga na yeye lakini mimi in the meantime wacha nijitoe. Ule dem wa states hafai kuwa na hiyo video. Umsali tumio dem kwani alimtumia hiyo video like in what world?
Yes, first of all ilikuwa namshow the bitch got what she deserved.
Yeah.
Cause sana unajua this thing about women they love you sana when you're having a woman, so watu wengine watakupenda because of what you're doing for that woman. Like how can you know channel all your energy, all your efforts the minute. So now ako like and they wakianza kuongea na wewe ama kukuchatisha wanatoi kuonyesha about what the wrong things that woman is doing. And if you are dumb as brown nigger utaanza kufikiria like I can get what I need, what this woman doesn't give me from this other. But the minute she is out of the question now this other woman when you umeendea becomes the woman when you ulikuwa naye. She takes her role. That what happens. Unapata niki iko like sijui nini all women are the same. And that's every time unajua uko na hizo urges za nini because sometimes unaweza enda tao rasa ipite uko like damn. You know.
Na ndo musamaga hiyo face. Musamaga kuna hiyo face lazima upitie. Cause kuna time hata na chicken nilikwambia kuna magroups muaga za wase tulikuwa nao chuo. Like different levels of school and I see how they get fascinated even with porn videos. Na kwa na zero fascination because at some point and a lot of these dudes that I'm talking about ikikam financially they are way ahead of me unajua because them they spent their 20s looking for money. Me spent my 20s looking for sex. And through that nikakam somehow like kuna vitu dem hizi fanya nifanye ati ni dedishe dem moja ama ni watch dem akijidedisha ndio nikuende kwani that will never happen. Siwezi taka kudeny mtoi wangu madhake. Alafu pia angalia hii chain of events udem amethreaten anaenda kucommit suicide. She's threatened this before a million times sindio? By this time unafaa kuwa ushajua in my house hakuna poisons, so you always go through the house just to check if there are poisons because what if the commit suicide mbele ya mtoi wako mtoi wako anaweza need therapy for life.
Hata unaenda ground floor you guy
mtoi wako unajua una move from place yote anaweza ruka unakam because mtoi wako anaweza kama anini alafu let's say sawa umerekodi video hii time yote unajua kabla usend hata kuona send na WhatsApp do you know it takes time
ina load
hii time yote haujafikiria let me delete this after kuirecord na mtu amekufa haujafikiria there needs to be no evidence that I could have stopped this. Achiki that's is where sasa you come to place car states inakoga the FBI wanasemanga hii ninja ni psychopath. Unajua kwa psychopath because only a psychopath would watch that, record that, then share
it.
A psychopath still you'll be a psychopath to watch that and record even not share. You're still a psychopath if you just watched that. Because my psychopath purely exists before science. So isn't it also lazima tucheki, but still let's come back to the African man ama the masculine man. mwonaga huku online the minute unafikiria mademo wako na advantages kukushinda is the minute you're stopping to be a man. We have so many advantages. Ukiwa na madem so moja you're a player. Dem akiwa na machali watatu ni ho. Society accepts you more than it ever going to accept any woman. You don't need anyone to empower you. Unacheki? So history una need kwenda empowerment online ndio msea kuambia zi hata wife wako akicommit suicide mbele yako. Mistake ni yake, usimstop, si maisha ni yake. Mko na mtoi, mko na watoi pamoja.
Tunaweza muunderstand.
Like
because kuna ninjas Bob ulisema na I can relate
that he did no crime. Nakumbuka nikiona ujinga. Afu nikifikiria like damn like I don't want to look at a dead person. Like wanda kuishi kwa hao like unajua wife wako alijeti mtoi akiwatch. Alafu mtoi one day ata grow up. Kuna video record, the whole record. Kwa hizo vitu niko sure online ziko. Hata hiyo atawatch on buda. Mtoi hata anaweza kudedisha wewe mwenyewe.
Even growing up with such a dad. Because like wewe unasumbua tu kama mamako. Alikuwa anasumbua. Because there will be those. If this didn't happen, kama that woman mwenye kwa maju didn't leak this video. Because pia yeye alikaa nayo mpaka ile time alisema something has to be done. Because alikaa nayo for like almost a year. So if it didn't happen, angekuwa na terrorize umtoi. Because he didn't care about his feelings umtoi. Wewe unasumbua tu kama mamako. You sumbufu ulitoa wapi?
Kwa mamako.
Yes, and then the kid will be like, what happened to my mom? You know?
I've just heard a story like if you watched someone die and participated in their deaths, you are very highly likely to do it again. Najua? Kuna kuwaga na hiyo likelihood utaifanya tena. Because kuna kuwaga na hiyo thrill. Actually, apparently there's a thrill that comes from watching someone lose their life. If you're like a psychopath, that thrill just goes to the next level. So hii story, because nimekuwa nikichekiwa sana Justify na nini. Like if you're a married man ama you're planning to get married, it's never a life or death situation. It's okay for the woman to leave you. It's okay for the man to leave you. The woman made a mistake. Committing suicide next in front of your kid, you're traumatizing the thing that you love the most. Number 2, you have to also understand who you are married to. If you're married to a psychopath who does not care if you live or don't live, alafu you have one life. There's no life after death. Usidanganye with this kid shit. This is why plane kienda kucrash, people will be there trying to break the window to jump out. Because your natural instincts as an animal show you this is the only life you have. Usipatiane juu someone does not love you. There are a lot of people who love you out here. Your parents, your kids. Don't usijiue juu ya nini. Lakini as men, but let's take control. Let's go back to that original man who would just be happy not to be loved. Ama who would tell a woman like niko na wewe mimi nikikuchukua na kuchukua kama bibi wa pili. Tayari kuna bibi. Si lazima bibi aende ndio. Alafu madem pia like hii raya ndio kutumia hii video, it means you'd reached a certain level of comfort that he felt comfortable enough to send this video to you. Because wewe mwenyewe pia lazima ujiangalia like what sort of people are you attracting in your life.
Of course.
Alafu udem pia nafaa kujua she's dodged a bullet. If you can do it once, you can do it twice. If you can do it twice, you can do it thrice. That's why this guy kuna hiyo ni contrary to section 255 of the penal code inasema aiding and abetting suicide. Like you could have avoided hii kitu kuhappen but ukaisaidia. So that's a crime. And I'll never defend such a person. Like so mse jo I hope atapatikana guilty and personally I hope ata end up jela. And if you think otherwise vile tu semaga jo kuna place nitoka Jitombe unzabaki umeishia hapo. Because kama utaki watu wako grow up na madhao, you don't deserve to be a father. That's number 1. The same way a woman who does not want the kids to grow up with a father does not deserve to be a mother. Simple as that.
Vile sahi anybody hata zile advice miupatia young niggas. Because me I started at 26. I was turning 27. And it was a very hard decision. Because unajua pia hapo uko prime. You're a prime fucker. And then maybe saa hindi unaweza pata do. It's easier for you to access cash. Because pia when you're having a woman ukaitisha, if you're single na uambe mtu do, nashanganiza nini, but if you have a family it's something else. So advising these young niggas wenye wanaingia kwa marriage, ukiingia hapo just treat love ikwe constant and have a pessimistic approach. Think of the worst that can happen. Unajua niggas wanaonanga sijui wapi ati watafanya nini, just think of the worst that can happen. And the worst that can happen, you can fuck another woman. You know, this thing can change you. Na pia dem wako
can fuck another dude.
Unaona?
And if she fucks another dude, she does not deserve to die.
She doesn't deserve to die.
And that dude does not deserve to die. Why? Because your freedom has to always be more important than love.
And also drop hints. Kama kuna time naambianga wife, okay, you believe in the Bible. Yes. You know, a Bible in a advocate for polygamy. Sindio? And you can't take wezitoa a word from the Bible ama uongeze
because it's perfect.
So you'll be okay if I had a second or a third. Kama utatuweza. You know those things, those type of talk, yani italeta to fight, but ita prepare. You know,
I always understand the only thing that separates you from an animal apart from free will ni freedom. The fact that you're able to wake up and just go somewhere. And you always lazima value freedom yako. The minute unaweza risk freedom yako because of love, najua ama because of pussy, because of sex, inamaanisha ujipendi. Hii kitu moja mimi nishasema gambara mingi kabisa. Like each time yote una record una risk freedom yako, even if it's for one day. This dude has been in the cell since Thursday, sindio? So far amekuwa kwa cell like 4 nights. Why am I risking 4 nights? me 4 nights is too long. Ati niko like 4 days 4 nights niko pahali juu ya love, like kichwa yangu ni mbaya.
Because those 4 nights are preparing you for, you know, 40 nights, 40 years.
Like this dude can end up hata kipatiwa 5 years. Ume lose 5 years of your life. Why? Because ukoantaka huu dem na huu acha udem. Unajua mwache pigia nini, rushia familia yake noma na ujitoe uishie. So tusikue watu bana. Tusikue this cause me nashinda nikisema ni weak man. Tusikue wase wale kata ni wacha tuajidedisha ndio nipate huu mwingine. Kwa huu mwingine ana nini? Huu mwingine ana nini? Unajua? Hapo acha ni record. Alafu kwa sababu kitu moja ile nikatsia kwa nini nasema hii raya ni psychopath. Ulienda jo kale like dedication iliandikia wife kwa Instagram. Ni can make Noki, you are the apple of my eyes, all that bullshit. All time alikuwa anajidedisha huko na kumbuka
you didn't yes.
Lazima understand them yako. Like
probably hata kuandika you guy. Maybe hata alitafuta kamsetu
akamwandikia. Zizi psychopath anaandika, si ana celebrate. Kasi hivyo maybe ule dem mwingine alikuwa amekataa kuchukua simu zake, sasa kama wacha make jealous na hii. Like some psychopath shit. Like when you think about it, it's just whatever. But personally I'll never justify someone dying next to you when you could avoid it. I'll never justify like people who are in a relationship like treating each other like shit. Like you should be able to walk away. It's not life or death. Wachiki bado unaga mafala ziko like in 2023 how would majolewa Buddha. The human society is evolving. And the more it evolves, shit is changing. Back in the days, women used to stay in the house, the men would go hunting. So if a woman wanted guaranteed food, she had to get married. Because if this dude didn't go hunting, there was no food. Then kitu fulani to education ikakuja.
Made us all equal. Saizi uko na wewe mwenyewe umekuwa kwa class hapa Kenya. You've gone through classes where a woman used to beat you in school. Now, if this woman ends up with a job, she does not need you. So if she ends up in a marriage, good for her. Because pia kuna ile like for marriage to work, women lazima wa play that traditional female role of being a mother, being nurturing, taking care of, unajua vitu kama dishi and what. It's just the reality of life. No matter the amount of education, for marriage to work lazima Yeah.
a woman have hizo traditional female whatever which I think a lot of women are ready for, but kuna wale hako ready for that shit. Let them be free, unajua. Eventually if she's in her 50s and she regrets, we all have fucking regrets. Unajua. Because kuna dem atafika 50 ko like shit sikuza because I was looking for a perfect dude ama I was looking for a submissive man. Because unajua kuna kuwaga na hiyo ati wife anakupatia timetable like on Tuesday you're going to be washing dishes. I'm like fuck that shit. I didn't get married for this shit. A woman might hate the fact that hiyo itakuwa in that modern society, oh that's misogynistic, but that's the only reason why I'm sacrificing all this new pussy for one. Najua. You guys, because it's a battle.
It's a battle.
Guy, like walking away from new pussy. It was only walk away at 26. I walked away at 35 and I was depressed. You guys there like shit. Like
it's hard. It's hard. Of course ni unajua unaambiwanga like kujua marriage lazima mkue like around 10 years. So of course hapa na pale kuna kuangana hizo fights za sijui nani who's that who's sijui nini.
Funny sijai kuona hizo kwanza tu ni nini like that whole phase unajua ulisettle umesema like much earlier like 9 years earlier than at my level, because at my level it was just like I was depressed for some time. Siwezi kudanganya. I think it took ile time to wangu come to even kamshika. I think like 1 month later I was like shit, I don't need any other pussy. I don't need new pussy. I don't need whatever. I'm good. Najua. And through that, but even through that, all that sacrifice, I still need to feel like a man. And the only way you feel like a man, you design like if your woman cooks for you, all that bullshit. Like that shit that makes you feel like a man. Najua. And if she takes that away, then there's no need for us to be married, because you have your money, I have my money. We can live in different houses and still unacheki tuweze kuraise mtoi atakuwa the best sort of whatever, but tusipotake the same way kukiwa na shida za stima, shida za internet, shida za nini, you expect me to handle that.
Of course.
So kama sufuria imetoboka, I should not be the dude like sufuria ametoboka like see, that's not a man's whatever. So as long as tumekubali like time may change, but some things have to stay the same. Alafu pia juu times may change, it's okay to go our separate ways. Kitambo ilikuwaga like most mothers hanged in there because they didn't have otherwise. The man was solely the breadwinner. But if the man is not solely the breadwinner, lazima kutakuwa na a few sacrifices here and there. Na kama hauko tayari, you stay single. Some women are single and they're super happy. Some dudes are also single and super happy. Some dudes are single and ready to mingle. But you don't want to be the dude like in your 40s or 50s jumping through a window because some other dude has found you with his wife. So in life choices have consequences, but still let's try to keep people as alive as possible.
Let's care for one another, man.